this morning. So we're here with meteorologist Colleen Campbell. And Colleen, I know people are kind of getting a little bit tired of this really cold weather, so we should expect a warm up coming soon.
Yeah, we're returning back to normal finally, right? We've been in this cold snap pattern.
Yes, we have.
But yeah, right now temperatures are on the rebound.
Okay,
it's going to take some time, but this afternoon big improvements.
Yes,
so just over a couple of hours. But let's recap the low temperatures that we had this morning. This is what we started off with. We had 23 degrees in Brooksville. Oh, that's so cold, it hurts. We don't have temperatures that cold very often here in Florida. Crystal River, you guys started off at 27 this morning. Zephyr Hills, 31. So a lot of areas were at or below freezing north of I-4. Tampa started off at 34 degrees, Clearwater 37, Bartow 36, 39 in Sarasota this morning. So I would say we really made some grand improvements, warming up by about 30 to 40 degrees throughout the afternoon. And it's still pretty mild outside. We have some beautiful sunsets to enjoy as all our pirates go home, and hopefully they get home safely. We want all of them to make sure they're using the rideshare options and whatnot, but that look outside, absolutely gorgeous. We have the temperatures in the corner there for you. Nice calm water, so we don't have any choppy seas for our pirates trying to make their way back by sea or by land, however they're traveling. Next 6 hours here, look at this, 50s on the board. We had actually 2 to 3 days where we didn't even make it to the 50s for the daytime high temperatures. We will eventually get into the 40s in the overnight hours. So again, small, gradual baby steps. But Emerald, I think you're going to like the 7-day forecast I have coming up.
All right, thank you so much. We'll look forward to chilly. We might as well just say cold. Put it out there. It was cold this morning.
Yes. I stayed in as long as I could, but once the sun came out and started thawing us out, I was like, okay. Yeah, I felt like there's iguanas. Like, oh, I'm going back to life.
Yeah, it was doable once it got a little bit warmer. Yeah, I will say it was nice. I went out for a nice walk today.
Yeah, same. Yeah, did a little gym sesh, which was nice and quiet because everybody was at Gasparilla. Speaking of Gasparilla, I have our temperatures from the last 5 years, including this year. And so we made it to be the coldest morning, 34, when you look at those previous years. So if anybody's been sticking with us throughout the week, we've showed this graphic a couple times, but now that we have those official marks, 41 in 2022, that held the place as the coldest morning of Gasparilla in the past 5 years. Now we could go back hundreds of years, right? Gasparilla has been going on for a long time, but we'll just go back the past 5 years, right? But this morning we managed to get as cold as 34 degrees in Tampa. So it was actually our coldest morning past 5 years. How about the afternoon? Well, the afternoon wasn't so bad, 67. You see our coldest afternoon was 2022. Just came close shy of 2023 when we had a 68 degree mark. So it was closer to seasonable. We usually are in the lower 70s for those daytime highs. But what an improvement when you talk about temperatures starting off in the 30s and then making it to the upper 60s. I mean, that's a 30 and some change degree difference in just a couple of hours from sunrise to about 3-4 o'clock when we get the official daytime high. On average, we're around 71 for the afternoon max temperature, and the low temperature usually around 53. Lately, our daytime highs have been 53 if we were even lucky to get that. Right now, we're still sitting in the lower 60s, especially inland, closer to the water there around Tampa, Riverview, Port Manatee, they're sitting at 62, 63, so still very comfortable outside. And then we have some upper 50s in places like Crystal River, Brooksville, Newport Richey. The Gulf is at 55, so we should be on the lookout for a little bit of fog in the overnight, but the winds are light enough, and I think there's not enough moisture in the air where fog should be a widespread problem. As far as the water goes, we have nice calmer winds for this evening, a light chop, and seas have kind of reduced a bit, 2 to 3 feet. UV index not quite that high. There was a 5 on there, but of course the sun's setting now, so you don't have to worry about that. As we look at high pressure, that's what's driving this weather. So again, we have drier, more arid air in place, and that's why fog isn't a huge concern, even though we have that temperature that's pretty close to the Gulf temperature. That's when we usually start talking about fog, at least sea fog. If we zoom in here, again, a couple clouds have tried to form, mainly on the East Coast. You can very faintly see them. These are very high wispy clouds that we have in the atmosphere, meaning that it doesn't block out much and it doesn't insulate much as we go into the overnight hours. So it will still be a little chilly as we enter into overnight, not quite as cold as it has been, but 46. Clear skies, much milder compared to what we've been feeling. 68 for tomorrow's daytime high, so it will be another pleasant afternoon. If you're wondering about the rain, we do have a little bit of rain that's moving to the north of us come Monday. This is at 7 a.m. going forward into Tuesday, but most of this will kind of skirt by the panhandle and move out east and just avoid our area. We're not really looking at much significant rain. Could get a couple clouds out of it come Monday, but overall, not a bad 7-day forecast. I promised Emerald that we would have some warmer temperatures for her, and we're delivering it. Here we go. Look at this. The 70s are back, baby. Get out your favorite bell bottoms because we have 70-degree marks starting close to it tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. A beautiful forecast. Again, Monday we may have a couple clouds just because that system moving to the north of us, but otherwise a gorgeous, gorgeous week ahead.
Yes, thank you so much, Colleen. We all appreciate